Breaking today, President Donald Trump told reporters he does not want Somali immigrants remaining in the United States, comments that come as federal immigration officials reportedly prepare a targeted enforcement operation in Minnesota. Speaking after a cabinet meeting, Mr. Trump said in blunt terms that Somalis contribute nothing and urged some to go back and fix their homeland, adding he would move to end temporary protections for small groups of Somalis. Those remarks prompted immediate criticism from city and state leaders who called the language demeaning and warned it could stoke fear in immigrant communities. At the same time, multiple news outlets report that U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement has been planning an operation in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area focused on people with final deportation orders, many of them Somali, and that federal strike teams could be deployed to carry out arrests. Local officials and civil rights groups say such operations risk racial profiling and civil liberties violations if not tightly constrained. Minnesota is home to the largest Somali-American community in the country, and leaders there, including the state's governor and Minneapolis officials, urged calm and warned against broad-brush targeting of an entire community. Representative Ilhan Omar, a Somali-born member of Congress, condemned the remarks and called for protection of immigrant rights. Critics say political attacks on an entire ethnic group risk dividing communities and undermining trust in law enforcement. The White House ties these moves to a wider fraud investigation in Minnesota that has alleged improper use of public funds. But legal experts say any mass deportation plan must follow lawful processes and that scrapping temporary protections can be legally complicated. Activists and civil liberties lawyers are already preparing to challenge orders they view as discriminatory. For Somalis living in Minnesota, the announcements have produced fear and uncertainty. Community organizers report calls for legal help, and local social service providers say they are preparing to respond. Observers warn that even targeted enforcement can chill cooperation with police and social services, making neighborhoods less safe. What to watch next, whether ICE follows through with the reported operation, whether the White House moves to end temporary protected status for affected Somalis, and how state courts and civil rights groups respond. We'll track official statements, legal filings, and community responses as the story develops. Subscribe for ongoing verified coverage.